Can I just sit here and say something? Because I y'all know I'm a vivid comment watcher, and I'm not like on a Joe Button calling people poor, but some of y'all niggas gotta stop with the crying on the poor shit. Though people be like, "How we gonna watch it? The Breakfast Club is not on YouTube no more." If you don't have Netflix on your phone like it's YouTube, that's a you problem. It's literally in a few, like literally in a couple of days, it's gonna be 2026. If you don't have Netflix on your phone, that's a you problem, not a us problem. I don't care what you're talking about, dog. I'm cool. Like I don't. There shouldn't be like to this point, and y'all got. And I'm somebody who's not technical savvy or none of that, and I'm late to the party with all these streaming services. There's no way in God's green earth that I got Netflix on my phone and y'all complaining about not being able to watch Breakfast Club interviews because it's not on YouTube. If you don't got Netflix on your phone, that's a you problem. Again, shout outs to Netflix.
Broke Jake's jaw.
His teeth look a bit removed as well.
Yeah, his teeth have come out of place. But credit to him, he done well. But I told him what was going to happen, but it just took 6 rounds to do that.
People will criticize you for going 6 rounds with Jake Paul. How do you feel about that?
I deserve it.
Why? Come on.
Because, like, we're elite fighters. Like, so I put myself in the shoes of a coach. If I was coaching Anthony Joshua and he went 6 rounds with Jake Paul, I would get him back in the gym tomorrow, give him a bit of a beating, and we're getting straight back to work because I'll be like, how are you letting this kid take you 6 rounds? Are you crazy? In boxing, there's a time when you systematically break someone down and you see their soul leaving their body. And after a period of time, 2 things start to happen to them. Either they give up or they get knocked out. And there was a bit of a mix. I said to myself, I'm not going to knock you out. I am going to systematically punish you round after round. And like, I wanted it to be slow and methodical. I swear, it might have dropped down now. And I just kept on hitting him. Sorry.
No, you hit me as much
I hit you for everyone in England. I was hitting him. I kept on hitting him, and I could see I had that mentality where I was like, do you remember in the press conference I said he's Iverson and I'm Jordan, and I was like, I'm gonna just keep breaking him down because he was elusive. He was moving well. I broke Jake.
And can I say this before I get into that fight and give my review on it? Can we just stop with that? I think one of the worst sayings ever was, "Oh, but he got that bag, dog." No, listen to him tell you. I don't know how, and I think that's a kid saying, and maybe some older people have picked that saying up too. But dog, there's no way on God's green earth you gonna tell me I got that bag and somebody broke my jaw. I don't care about having one getting beat up ain't cool in the first place, but getting your jaw put through the Kanye West through the wire is absolutely crazy. And people in the comments, but he got that bag. Who cares, dog? He got his jaw shattered. Them pictures is going to live on the internet forever. And people been telling y'all that off the rip. Soon as Jake Paul got first time he got in the ring with an actual boxer, somebody him size. And I even seen some boxers saying the crazy thing is they think Tank would have did him even dirtier. And 9 times out of 10 he probably would have because Tank is way quicker on his feet. But you could kind of see off the rip, Anthony Joshua was literally every punch he was going for a knockout. He was kind of like, after he kept running, he was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna have to jab him, and kind of like put him to sleep a little bit to catch him off guard and really knock him out. But dog, come on. That to me, when I seen people in the comments saying, but he got that bag, it's cool, it don't matter, he got paid, who cares, dog? If that's the case, I'm sure there are a lot of money.
Huh? That niggas don't care. He's not a professional, but why would he care?
Who?
Jake Paul. That's what you're talking about, right? You talking about because he got the bag. Why would he care?
What you mean? Why would he care about getting his jaw broke?
Yeah.
Marcus, let me break your jaw there. And let me see if you can.
No, if you're not paying me what Jake Paul is getting paid, no. I'm not going to break my jaw. What?
You're going to put that out in the recovery and all
yeah,
that shit
like,
for
he getting paid for it.
No, but you're going to use that money to heal.
No, what he got paid for that Netflix? What's name? Hell no.
Man, you crazy as hell, nigga. I'm not trying to get my
fighting. He's not fighting with hair gear on. So that could have happened anytime. But were you saying about how much he got paid for that Netflix?
No, listen to what I'm saying. Cool, he got paid, but I just think it's corny that anytime somebody do something corny, or anytime somebody try to defend something, is they got the bag. I think that saying is just corny. I don't.
That's nowadays how it is.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care what nowadays is. It's corny. Saying just because somebody I'm not sitting here co-signing somebody to go get their ass beat because you got paid some bread. I don't care, dog. It's corny. Ain't no other way to dress it up. It's $90 million. The $90 million he got paid is 90 million ways for me to tell you it's absolutely corny.
So you would turn the money down?
I'm not sitting here saying I would turn the money down, but it does not mean that what he do is corny. He was running the whole time. And shout out to the referee, man. The referee, and I'm not gonna lie to you, shout out to the referee and shout out to everybody on the broadcast because they was calling it out. And I was kind of like, damn, this is a Jake Paul fight. He kind of he promoted the joint and everything. It was literally like they was talking crazy, they was talking greasy the whole time. But I shout out to the ref. I respect that ref so much because the ref sit here and stopped the fight. He was like, bro, nobody paid to see this. Stop running and fight, dog. You're running too much. Nobody paid their hard-earned money to see you run around. Like if you didn't want, if you was going to run, you should have took this fight. I mean,
he probably had to take the fight because he did the whole what's the name shit.
Yeah, I don't care, dog. Nobody don't want to see you run, nigga.
But that's my thing. Like I said, people getting upset with like I didn't watch the fight. I didn't even know the fight. I was asleep. I didn't even know the fight was on.
Yeah, that's cool for you. That don't matter. Everybody else still was watching it. And it was trending all on social media. Everybody
can't be mad when people saying, all right, he took the bet. He got paid for it.
I don't care. Stop running, nigga. If you want to be a boxer, box. Don't sit here and
he never said he.
No, that was a professional.
That was his first one, right?
Yep, and he got knocked out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not mad at it.
Yeah, whatever you say. I'm not condoning that corny shit. You condone a lot of half-ass bullshit.
Yeah,
that shit is corny. I don't care. Shout outs to Anthony Joshua. Of course, like you said, I'm sure because even all the commentators were sitting here kind of like that. He should kind of get it done by like the fourth round. But it took him a little bit wrong, like I said, because Jake Paul just literally just kept running. By the time when Jake Paul finally stopped running and act like he wanted to box a little bit, it was nice out. Like again, and then shout outs to what's that young lady name is? I know it's Bama, but it's her first name. What is it? Amanda Bama. Man, I've been looking at her pictures all fucking week. But shout outs to y'all know who I'm talking about. Bama. I just can't remember her first name off the top of my head, but her nickname is the Bama. And even for her though, I get that she kind of wanted to keep thugging it out and pushing female boxing or women's boxing ahead, and you wanting to kind of do the same amount of rounds as the dude.
The one that was the
one she. Yeah, in front of she fought. But no. Did she fought in front of
the Mike Tyson one? That's what you're talking about.
The light skinned girl with the cornrows and what's Amanda? Is it Amanda? Is her name Amanda? I want to say it might be
the one who was like that was the best fight. The Mike Tyson one. They was like the opening.
Nah, because I want to say that was somebody else. Is it Amanda? What the hell is her name? I don't know why I keep.
The ones that she had the Jordans on, right?
No. This is a black girl. You talking about the Spanish girls? No, I want to say I know her nickname is the Bomber, but I can't remember her name off the top of my head, and it's not coming up on my social media right now. But again, like I said, shout out to her. I mean, I think again for her, even watching that fight, her trying to because she wanted to do the men's things was they went 3 minutes, 12 rounds. I think realistically, you can kind of see like. She kind of got tired a little bit by the time you got to that 11th round because they normally used to doing 2 minute 10 rounds. You could tell by that 11, like, yeah, cool that you went the distance, but you was putting on a clinic them first 10 rounds because that's normally what your body is used to. Even you added extra minutes to it, so realistically, that's still almost added an extra round by the time you get to 10 minutes. But you could tell by the 11th round that girl she was beating the hell out of that girl for the first 10 rounds. That 11th round, that girl child like brung it to her them last 2 rounds. So again, like I said, I get what she's trying to do because she, what I'm saying, of course, she wants women's boxing to kind of get more recognition and get paid more money and even like put some validity to. We deserve to get paid more because realistically, I can box just as long as the dudes can. Yeah, she's a great boxing and hit with a lot of power, but you can see that power kind of went out the window for her going into them later rounds. So again, like I said, I think she may realistically want to rethink trying to push that 12 round 3 minute Jones because you could just tell them last 2 rounds you could tell she just wasn't used to fighting for that long because she kind of got winded and her power kind of went out the door a little bit and it gave that lady that she was fighting almost a little bit of a second energy. Man, I can't remember the dude name who was the opener fight. He was from Oxon Hill, Maryland. He
came out of IE or something like that.
He might have. He punished him. Whatever he was doing, he was punishing him. But again, what I'm saying, talking about shout out to Netflix, man, shout out to Dave Chappelle, like that, and that's one of the reasons why I mean, it was a commercial, but it wasn't a commercial. But of course, in the middle of the fight, Dave Chappelle announced his new Netflix special, and he went crazy on his new Netflix special. But I'm not. Come on, Lamar. He went crazy on his new Netflix special, and I do want to play a couple of clips from his from his Netflix special. but I just like the way that he just announced it just in the middle of just the fight. When I was like, damn, that was so smart of Netflix. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was kind of like, damn, when I'm watching the fight, I was kind of like, damn, this would have been perfect. Because if y'all already kind of knew that y'all had that in the tuck, I even think that was a bit of a perfect time to kind of promote the new podcast, like the Breakfast Club and stuff that they had coming to Netflix in 2026. That kind of would have made a lot of sense. But I like the way that they did the Dave Chappelle thing, throwing that in the mix, and was like, oh snap, he got a jump. So it was like literally right after the fight was over on Netflix, Dave Chappelle's new special. So I think that was just super smart marketing, and just Netflix kind of just continuously just show how to do it the right way and kind of keep people on the app. And that's why I'm not mad at them even doing the podcast thing again. And the reason why I'm not mad at it, because I like and I mean, of course, we on YouTube now, but I just where I kind of like their algorithm a little bit better. Even if you watching stuff, they continuously like, hey, you know what I'm saying, you want to continue watch. Every time you get on Netflix, they ask you, do you want to, even it could have been something you watched a month ago, and if you didn't finish it, it's still up there. So for people who just like, if you subscribe and you watching like one Breakfast Club interview, I'm sure that you're gonna be able to constantly, they'll remind you like, hey, the Breakfast Club got a new interview or whatever the case may be, do you want to watch it? To me, I think it's just even 100 times better, because sometimes with YouTube, like I'm sure if you're on YouTube, you use YouTube a lot, I'm sure you subscribe to endless YouTube channels, and sometimes they don't show you what's new on them Jones. Like maybe they'll show you like, even like, listen here and say, just for example, like if I watch Past the Mic tonight, and of course my algorithm the next day will be all different passes and different sermons but it's still like, damn, the Breakfast Club just put out a new YouTube Joe. Why you ain't show me that? Like sometimes I have
notifications.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, well, I guess you gotta turn the notification, but I shouldn't have to. Like if I'm subscribed to the Jones, I feel like you should just
because it be on the sides. If you don't what's name and click on it, it won't. It's just like I said, it usually show when you come to your top, it kind of recommend stuff, but you got to actually hit your subscribe thing to actually see
what's new.
Yeah,
let's go to Dictionary.
Because I was wondering, because even when they the net, is it gonna be like the BET joint? Because the BET joint was terrible.
What you mean where they weren't just like playing
it wasn't the whole thing. It was just like bits and pieces of the.
No, I think they're gonna post. I think they're supposed to be posting all the whatever they was posting on YouTube onto Netflix. So I'm sure that'll be, because most of their YouTube, I mean, most of their interviews are like, because if you listen to,
because I think that's what it is, because it's from AHA, right?
I don't listen to it. I mean, I just download the Breakfast Club on the actual podcast app. I don't listen to it on AHA.
That's my only, like, I would be kind of messed. I'll be kind of mad. It's just like how you kind of present it if it's not the full episodes. Because like I said, when I seen them do the BET joint, I'm like, that's just a waste. It was no point of it me putting on BET if you wasn't showing the whole interview. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole episode.
Oh no, because they was showing it probably, I guess, the way it will be recorded as a show. Because I mean, that's how, even when they upload their daily episodes on the podcast app, there's not the whole. I mean, they don't do the whole interview.
Yeah, no, you don't like the music playing wide. But if I'm saying like the way they was, like I said, when on the BET joint, it was like, all right, they whatever. Let's say DJ Envy did his little what's name segment. He read whatever he do. Boom, go to the commercial. Then come back. Just Larry's might, whatever, her little joint. Boom, go to commercial. Then Charlamagne might read, then go to commercial. It's like I said, it wasn't like a full.
Oh, it wasn't like a full. It wasn't, you basically saying it wasn't like a full podcast. Yeah, for sure. So I mean, I think realistically, I'm sure Netflix not going to allow them to still post their big interviews on YouTube. So I'm sure realistically, I mean, the smart thing, I agree with you saying, like, if that's the way they do it, it's almost like, I ain't gonna sit here and say it's pointless, because that's how I listen to it on the app. That's how they kind of break it down. Like you actually listening to the radio, besides of course there's no music. And that's probably what they was doing when they was uploading on BET as well. It's just not of course, like when they go on commercial break or they playing music. So they breaking it down in segments.
I don't even think they did like the call-ins or nothing like that on BET.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. They did. Like I never seen it when it was on BET, so I wouldn't know necessarily how they was gonna do it. But again, even while we talking about Netflix, again, shout out to Rory and Mo. Like I think even for them, I seen the way they kind of finesse theirs. I just hope that they I mean, I'm sure they got it on Netflix now, so they kind of gonna have to get people to come into the studio and actually do it. They're not gonna be able to keep, because I hated the way they were doing their jumps originally when they were trying to do when they were trying to interview the athletes, because it was like, I'm just not.
You gotta get them in there.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of that. Like,
did you listen to those, the athlete ones?
I mean, I tried to. I mean, the best one to me was the Lexi Brown jump, because they actually cool her. So that to me kind of probably was their best one. Like them jumps was,
I stopped doing the athlete.
Yeah.
I just listen to the regular.
So that's my point. So, but that's the one that is that if for their Netflix deal.
I don't think they're gonna do the sports one. I think they're just gonna do the Roy Moore.
No, read the joint. It say it on the joint. It's the sport. It's the sports joint.
Too?
Yeah, it's the no. That is the only. I think that's the only one. I could be wrong, but when I read it, the way it was uploaded, it was called. I want to say like Rory and Maul, whatever they call it, Rory and Maul, no ball or whatever the case may be. I think that's how it was. But good again, I think it won't be as bad if they can get the people to come in studio. I think it was horrible because it's hard to get real chemistry with people that you don't know over the phone. Like I wasn't a fan of none of them Jones. Some Jones was just like cheese, and some of the people they were interviewing, you really didn't know nothing about them. I understand when people be trying to do those Jones. I be feeling like sometimes it can kind of just send it.
Besides the Breakfast Club, what other ones would you? That was the only one.
Joe and Jada.
Joe and Jada, okay.
And I think that was the only ones
Joe
that
and
I
Jada,
knew.
That would.
That's perfect for Netflix because the way the way their joint even look, the way it's set up and everything.
They don't even record that much, so
yeah, it's perfect for Netflix. The way their joint is already set up like that. To me, to be honest, I probably honestly would rather watch that joint on Netflix than kind of like because some joints I'm not like. It maybe depends just on how good the conversation is.
But I want to ask you because even watching on like I get it, watching on YouTube, you got the ads and all that, but like. On Netflix, like I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's probably my biggest pet peeve. Like the bigger the show is, and the way YouTube goes too crazy with them ads sometimes, though. Like I'm not gonna lie, and I'm cool with ads. Like I like the way Netflix do it. Like I'm not a person who don't mind watching ads, but I'm telling you, I like ads that actually make sense. Like Netflix ads make sense. Like they letting you know, like even during the Jake Paul fight, they letting you know, like hey, don't forget Christmas Day. The football games coming on or whatever the case may be. Like I like those things. Like don't sit here and just kind of like yeah man they be throwing me off. Like
I think with YouTube you kind of you want to put everybody in the mix because you're paying them.
Yeah, but some of them ads just be too.
No, I'm saying, and that's why when the surveys come up, and that's what I said. Like when the surveys come up, I skip. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what it is because they really go off of their algorithm or what you say or what you hear. Now, Netflix, like I said, they only going off of what you recently watched or whatever the case may be. And I said YouTube is kind of like your whole phone, whatever you searched up or looked at.
And again, like I said, shout out to Netflix is even with the what's the last jump before we get off of Netflix. I'm gonna play the clip from Dave Chappelle before we got here, but they got a new movie coming out with Tiana Taylor and I forgot some big name older white actors. I can't remember, but I believe the name of the movie is called Off the Rip or it's called The Rip. I can't remember exactly what it was. It's either Off the Rip or The Rip, but I know Tiana Taylor and then I forgot the two. It's like two huge big older white actors. I can't remember. They kind of play a lot of the
Close.
What's his name?
It's a woman, Glenn Close, something like that.
But it's two dudes who kind of normally play in a lot of those like gangster, like Italian type of movies. I can't remember.
Al Pacino?
He might have been in. I can't remember. Or what's the other? What was the one of the niggas that Jennifer Lopez recently married to? Was it Ben Affleck? I think he might be in it.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I do know they was advertising that as well.
So quick to say this. They said, Charlie Kirk is this generation's Martin Luther King. No, he's not. Yeah, that's a reach. You know, they both got murdered in a terrible fashion. They both got shot in the neck, but that's about where those similarities end. Charlie Kirk is a motherfucking internet personality. No, by design. Fundamentally, you can't function like Dr. King. Internet niggas are negative because they have to be. Because nobody will engage them unless they say shit that makes them upset. That's Charlie Kirk. Could you imagine Dr. King was behaving like Charlie Kirk? Smash that like button and subscribe. Follow me for more content like this. I believe all black people should be free. Change my mind. And the whites.
If you haven't seen the new Dave Chappelle stand up, again, Dave Chappelle is one of those people who kind of like, I mean, his style of comedy is more of one of those things. If you're one of these people who don't want to learn nothing or hear somebody have some thought thought-provoking comedy. Of course, I'm sure 9 times out of 10, Dave Chappelle won't be your cup of tea, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of like he be smoke. Like I ain't gonna even lie to you. Even just when he do the Nipsey, he got a Nipsey Hussle story, and he kind of tied into like people's conspiracy theory on Nipsey Hussle dying from trying to like do a documentary on Dr. Savy because whatever the HIV stuff. So then he tied that into somebody he knew, and he paid Dr. Savy to try to help heal them from their HIV thing. And he was like, guess what happened to my friend? He still died of HIV. Like the way, of course, I'm screwing it up, but I'm just sitting here telling you, Dave Chappelle just got a great way of telling stories and still making it like educational, but he gonna make it edgy enough that you still gonna laugh. So again, like I said, if you haven't watched the new Dave Chappelle, don't watch it again. Like I said, shout out to Netflix. And I just like the fact that again, them adding different podcasts. And I think it's man, shout out to the Breakfast Club though. We'll get into Charlamagne's other situation a little bit later. But I do want to say here, I guess because I